Hi, welcome back to DC Metro Maternity's YouTube channel. I'm Sam, here to talk to you today about how a childbirth education class can actually help you deal with your fear of childbirth. I think a lot of people don't take childbirth education classes these days because the timing is inconvenient and you've got to get you and your partner to a place. Maybe you're thinking you have to do it several weeks in a row, and that's really irritating. But it's absolutely worth it to make time for childbirth education classes, because as much as we can find on the internet and on Google, Dr. Google can also lead you to some really dark, scary places. If you are researching on WebMD, you have a headache because you need to drink some water, but then all of a sudden you think you and your baby have brain cancer, which is super unlikely, right? So when you go to a childbirth education class, what your instructor is going to do is actually give you information on what happens to most people in labor and what you can expect in your hospital and your birthplace. So when our clients are super nervous, especially when that fear comes from the fear of the unknown, I absolutely recommend that they get themselves to a childbirth education class. The other thing that childbirth education does is it really normalizes the experience. Like if there's another couple in the room with you and your partner, then you get to hear their questions and you get to find out what it is that they're wondering about, and you get to hear their stories and their concerns, and all of a sudden you're not the only one that's nervous about something. You're not the only one who has a question, and it really makes you feel a little bit less alone, which is important in pregnancy. The cool thing about pregnancy and labor, well, there are many cool things, the biggest one being that you get a baby at the end of all of it. But another amazing thing about it to me as a doula is that it's such a common experience, and it's really like equalizing for all of us. And I think that especially when you're a first-time parent, you don't realize that unless you start talking to other people who are going through the same thing as you. And the other thing that it does to help reduce your fear and angst about labor is that it gets you and your partner, whether that's your life partner, your co-parent, your husband, your wife, or someone who's going to be with you in your birth, it gets the two of you on the same page. So then whoever this person is that's going to be supporting you knows what you're concerned about, knows what you really want to happen and what you really don't want to happen. And then there are fewer things that you're going to be needing and hoping for that are unexpressed to this person. And that's another way for you to be able to get out of your head and into your body and just relaxed and calm and open so that you can have a baby and feel strong and kick-ass instead of really nervous with your shoulders up around your ears and your pelvic floor super tight, because that's not how we have vaginal births, which is what lots of people want, right? So those are the 3 reasons why a childbirth education class can really be helpful if you're nervous. Number 1, it gives you lots of information, which can get rid of that fear of the unknown because there's less unknown. Number 2, you find out that there are other people who are also feeling a little bit like, oh my gosh, there's a child inside of me and it has to get out. How's that gonna work? And then number 3, it gives you and the support person of your choosing the opportunity to really get on the same page so that you know that someone in that room will be in your corner and have a good idea about what you want. So get yourself to a childbirth class if you're nervous about labor and having a baby. Okay, that's all I have for you today. We will talk soon. Bye.